welcome back to the breakdown. Today we're going to be taking a look at Amazon's new home healthcare service, reportedly going to be called Amazon Diagnostic, depending on which service or rumor you read right now. Now, Amazon reportedly wants to get into the very fast-growing home healthcare sector, something that really exploded last year with the pandemic, but was fast-growing even before then as people are looking for cheaper ways and faster ways to get many common medical conditions tested out. Now, Amazon reportedly wants to get into this, and they're not alone. They have a lot of competition. Now, you probably know Quest and LabCorp. Those are some of the big ones. But even Walmart and other companies are getting into this. So we're going to be diving into what Amazon exactly is going to be doing to get into your home healthcare, what they are already doing, and break this all down for you. First, though, if you're new here, do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. And hopefully we can help you learn something new. So yesterday it broke that Amazon was working on something that we actually kind of heard for a long time they were interested in. A service that allows you to buy test kits on Amazon, do the test at home, and send it in. Now, of course, there's some testing you can't do. You're not going to be drawing vials of blood and other things, but maybe a finger prick and other tests out there. Now, Amazon is hoping that with nasal swabs and more, they can offer a variety of tests, even testing for the recent pandemic from last year, as soon as maybe next month. But things for like STDs, common medical conditions, and more. This is a field that's traditionally very expensive because it's very difficult. In the past, to get a lot of these tests done, you had to go to a doctor. That doctor had a local lab that did it, which means you had all these small labs all over the country doing things like checking for STDs and common everyday type medical needs. Now, Amazon and other companies have moved recently to the idea of, hey, we can set up mega massive facilities with the latest equipment, which will allow us to do these very fast, very cheap, and deliver the results to you online. No longer do you have to get them mailed back to you and more, or wait for your doctor to see them to get these kind of test results. And that's kind of moving in the direction. Now, one thing about this could be great. More people have easier access to affordable testing for things that can be prevented or stopped before they get spread or become a more serious issue. A lot of things start very small and grow to become very big. The idea here is we can test more. Now, Amazon has really wanted to diversify. I joked online earlier, Amazon seems to almost be like a 5-year-old. Ooh, I want to get in that, I want to get in this, I want to get in that. And one of the things they seem to want to get into is your medicine. Now, they're also getting into the pharmacy business. I did a previous video about Amazon's pharmacy. It's a way that they're really pushing, trying to get you to get your prescriptions mailed to you through Amazon. Their hope is that they can get you locked into more Prime and more things by offering more services. And if you're getting your medication from them, if you're getting your lab tests done through them, maybe you will also buy your medications, your pills, your Tylenol, your foot brace, or whatever it is you may need. They want to be the place for that. They don't want you going off to Walgreens to get a knee brace. They would rather have you buy it on Amazon. Now, one of the things I think a lot of people agree on is things like foot braces and more, something I want right now. So it'll be interesting to see if people are really willing to wait for that. Though we'll say once they have the first one, when it's time to replace it, maybe they will. We'll see. But Amazon's not alone. Other companies are getting into this. Walmart is really diving heavily into this. I think they're one of the biggest disruptors in the field right now, both on the testing side and on the vaccine side. Plus, again, very similar business to Walmart. They get you to come into the Walmart store to do that, and then you stay to buy your Tylenol, your ibuprofen, whatever else you may need out there. So it'll be interesting. Now, according to reports, Amazon's reportedly going to be calling this in-house as Amazon Diagnosis, Quest Diagnostics, or Amazon Diagnostics, I should say. Very similar names, and reportedly that will be the name they will go public with. Of course, it has some other code names within the department, but Amazon Diagnostics would allow them to quickly test all this stuff and hopefully do it cheaper. Now, for you and me, this could be a really good thing because Amazon, as with many things, when you bring competition, if Amazon comes into a market that's traditionally been dominated by two companies, with Walmart jumping in too, now you have 3 or 4 options. When there's competition, it drives the price down. There were several studies done a few years ago that showed when there's 2 or fewer companies doing a service in a particular region, the prices were typically higher. Once you get to 3, 10 to 20% price drop, 4 or more, you start seeing big price drops. So seeing Amazon and more get into it, that could drive down the price. Now, the reason that happens is a few things. Like we talked about, Amazon's bringing in all new equipment, a new way to do this, big, massive facilities where they can really ramp through a lot of these testings very quickly, versus older facilities where they were smaller, maybe not as advanced, maybe a little bit slower, and that raises the cost. Having all these lab techs all over the place means you have to pay them. And sometimes you pay them just to wait around for a test. And in a central location, you're always ramping through tests. It allows you to be more economical in it. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. There had been reports, and there still are rumors, that Amazon's not stopping there. Virtual healthcare has become a big issue out there. I actually really enjoy it for minor things, like a bad cough for my daughter and more. A virtual visit sometimes is all you need. I love that ability out there. Follow-ups I had, for instance, I had my thyroid removed 20 years ago. My most recent follow-up for my medication was done virtually online versus having to go in. Allows the doctors to see a lot more patients, and I don't have to get out of my house, spend 15 minutes driving there, 15 minutes back. Now I just took a half an hour out of my work day, so I like that a lot. Amazon's reportedly been looking into that as an option there. How far will Amazon go? We don't know. That's a big question. Definitely does seem that Amazon has a big focus on healthcare. As we become a more aging population, as we live longer, healthcare becomes a bigger issue. It can be very profitable, and Amazon definitely likes anything that is profitable. We'll see how it goes, especially when you're looking at things like the testing and the prescription side. Those two areas can be a very profitable, very high demand section of the healthcare business. So let me know, would you be willing to use Amazon's subscription pharmacy, Amazon's Diagnostics? If your doctor says, hey, I want to get these 6 tests, are you going to shop around and say, hey, I can get them done at Quest, I can get them done at Amazon or other places a lot cheaper? Or are you just going to go to your doctor? I think a lot of people are just like, hey, my doctor said this, I'm going to walk down the hall, get my blood drawn, get whatever testing is needed, and be done with it. Is that you? I'd love to hear from you. But again, if you're new here, help us grow this channel. Thank you for your support. Huge number of new subscribers in the last week. I really appreciate it. Nice jump in traffic. Thank you. So hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us. We do videos like this all the time, helping to explain things happening in the world around you, hopefully helping you learn something new. So do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and let me know what you think of Amazon's new diagnostic service. Will you get your STD testing and more from them? I'd love to hear from you. All right, thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you all real soon.